Literally every person who was successful, I mean immensely successful, that you know, that you read about in history books, was called crazy before they were successful. Why? Because they thought differently. If you think the same as everybody else, how do you expect to actually make something different happen? You cannot be the same normal person that wants to go to a 9-to-5 job, that literally doesn't like their life, that doesn't even know what they're here to do on this planet. They're just doing stuff, and expect to be somewhere. Expect to be somewhere different than what the normal person had and their end goal, which is a suburban house with a suburban wife, suburban kids. I would never live like that, because I know that I'm here for something bigger. I think differently. I never wanted to think normally. If you think normally, you think bland to me. A normal person is working a 9-to-5 job. A normal person is working for 30 to 40 years. The average person works for 30, 40 years before they can retire and live a life and travel. That doesn't make sense to me. It never makes sense to me. Why would I give away my youth that I would enjoy traveling the world, seeing new places, to do it when I'm old? It never made sense, and that's why I never did it. So that's why I'm 22 years old in a place like Thailand, living my life, because I knew that I could make money and travel the world and not have to give myself to a corporation for the rest of my life. It didn't make sense, bro. So just ask yourself. It's like a simple question. It's a simple, I say this all the time. People who buy a console deserve to be poor, because you don't buy a PC when it costs the same amount of money. You can play a game on a PC and make money. You can only play games on a console and not make money. Then you got people that say, oh, you can stream. Nigga, you still need a PC, bro. You still need a computer. So either way it goes, you're buying a system for pleasure, for entertainment, not actual function, not doing something that's gonna benefit you. Wake up and realize you're playing a game inside a video game. It doesn't make sense. You're spending real time on real energy doing tedious tasks for fake results, when you could be sitting that same real time for real results in real life, for real things. So wake up and realize your priority is fucked up. How can you enjoy watching movies and TV shows and playing games when it's fake reality and your real reality is not the best? Lock in, realize that the reality that these YouTube and these videos and these stuff that you watch for entertainment exists for you to live, not for you to watch other people live it, bro. Stop just being in the habit of consuming all the time. Start producing. That is the only difference between me and you and anybody else that is successful. They produce. We produce, not just consume. Everybody consumes, but how do you consume? Are you consuming to learn how to do this better? Are you consuming to learn how to make money from it? Are you just consuming and not even conscious that you're consuming? You're just doing it. Ask yourself, do I know what I intake every day? What information do I learn? What is coming into my body, my mind space, that is helping me, or is it hurting me? Most people don't know. Most people have no idea. They're just using their brain, their eyes, their ears to intake stuff that they have no idea what it's doing to their subconscious mind. You have to protect your mind like a garden. You have to protect your mind like it's the only thing that matters, because it is, bro. If you let everybody poison it with their thoughts, with their negative mindsets, with their attitudes, then you only going to become as good as they are. If you surround yourself with people who don't believe in lack, with people who don't believe in not achieving, who only believe in the highest forms of success, what do you think that you would be? How do you think that you would think? You are what you think about the most. Everything that you see around us has been formed by thought. It was here before it was in flesh, before it was manifest into this reality. This jacket, somebody thought about this jacket before it was made. This chain was thought about, this chain, the formation, the links and everything before it was made. The hat, everything. Everything that you see was thought about before it was created. So why do you think about bullshit and expect for anything other than bullshit to be created? Think about what you truly want, what you truly desire, and do the things. What does your $1 million self look like? What are they doing every day? What do they care about? What do they not care about? Who do they hang with? What do they drink? What do they eat? What do they do every day? Ask yourself, and then you'll start to realize, oh, that's a cheat code. That's how I get there. Let's start aligning what my millionaire version of myself would do, and everything else is going to start following. Just start fixing what you can control, which is you. Stop blaming everything else. Stop blaming everybody else. None of it matters but you. If you acknowledge that you are the problem and you're the solution, then you can speed it up. It starts by being disciplined. And discipline is not something that is easy. It's something that is uncomfortable. That's why it's discipline. It's doing what you don't feel like doing. That is where the success comes from. Nobody is perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. I'm not telling you I'm the most disciplined person in the world. I'm not telling you that I'm the most non-hypocritical person in the world. I may do things and say things that I may do as well, because I'm telling you, speaking from my heart. But I'm telling you as well, I do my very best to do my very best. Every day that I get up, I work on doing better. This is how I'm even here. I'm willing to see that the problem is me because I don't want to give power to anything else and anybody else. But if you're a person that's like, bro, no, it's the system is messed up and I ain't make no money because it's set up for me to not make no money. That may be true, but you believing it and you reinforcing it is not helping. What are you really doing? The person that believes himself to be the richest person in the world and the person that believes himself to be the poorest person in the world are both right. Pick your poor, pick your hard, pick your reality. Realize that you are only what you believe that you can be. If you believe that you are a 9-to-5 drone, then you're going to be a 9-to-5 drone. If you're a person that believes in your heart, then you always know that you was going to make money, that you're going to be successful. Remember that. It's true. Now, take control and realize that you are in the journey now. Appreciate it because you know that you're going to be successful. But what makes the success worth it was the hardship, was going through the BS. So whenever you're in a point of hardship, you're in a dip, you're in a whatever, remember that that is what makes it worth it. That is the most enjoyable part about it. Why? Because you know something better is coming. So enjoy this because when you have the lack, it makes you appreciate when you are in having of abundance. So you have to go through these steps. Some people are born into abundance. They will never know what lack is. And some people wish for that. I don't wish for that. I'm grateful for where I came from and where I'm going because it allows me to appreciate the journey. It allows me to remember where I come from. It allows me to remember not having no food. So having food isn't just something that was inherently given to me. I had to earn it. I had to do stuff for it. And I realized the benefit of grinding, of working, of bringing something that was in your thought first to manifestation. And all it takes is consistency and knowing and truly believing that you can do it, because I would not be here if I didn't believe that I could be here. Everybody was telling me don't come first. When I went to Africa, bro, nobody told me to come to Africa. Everybody except my mom, but everybody else was like, bro, Africa is desert, sticks, and huts. Like they was talking about Africa got water, Africa got electricity. When I went to Africa, bro, most people literally were fearing for my life more than they fear for their own life. Like I was going to a fucking, like the desert in Narnia. Like I was just disappearing and going somewhere. Like, bro, it was another continent just like you on, bro. People survive there. People are living there. People are thriving there. It is a lot more peaceful place. It is a lot more beautiful place. It is a different experience, but most people would never, ever in their life even step foot there because they're scared, because they literally won't have, they're like, I don't have no desire. They'll trick themselves into believing that they don't even want to go because they're scared of the unknown. They're so used to sanitization. They're so used to organization. They don't know what chaos is. You've been programmed for convenience. You don't know what it's like to flush a toilet without water. You would die. You didn't have a hot water heater. You don't even know what that existence is like. And some people are like, oh, I never want to know what that existence is like. That is cool, but you don't know the people that are formed from that. You don't know that forms gold. That forms amazingness. That forms resilience. This is why they're some of the most resilient people in the world. A lot of people in America, African Americans, you think that it's hard to do certain things. That's why Africans come to America and they thrive, because they come and they realize what real hard work is. Nigga, you are in the illusion of hard work. Africans go to America and stick together. They'll huddle in one small apartment, paying all the bills and working together. They know what unity is. An African American don't know what the fuck it is. So it's a whole different experience. So when you say America is this, America is that, you got to realize that there are people who come from across the world. That I've known people that hopped on boats, people that died to try to get to America, bro. And you still complain about the shit that you live in. Wake up and realize that the system is not the issue. It may be fucked up, but when you stop looking at the fucked up parts, you can start acknowledging that, damn, maybe I could actually make money from this. Maybe I could actually be successful in it. But when you automatically put that doubt and pity on yourself, you're automatically going to be in that same, you're expecting it. You're expecting to be nowhere because the system is telling you you're going to be nowhere. But if you say, fuck this system, I know that no matter what you do, I'm going to be successful. You are going to be successful. The system don't matter. It doesn't matter what they do, no matter how many towns they done drown, no matter how much information they done burn. It doesn't matter as long as you get up and do it, because they cannot stop you from truly knowing what you want. The only thing they can do is handle the carrot in front of you and tell you that this is the real fruit. This is the thing that you want. But in reality, you get to choose if I'm following this fucking carrot or if I'm going for the whole entire garden. That's your choice. You have the ability, you have the information, you have the tools to do it. You have AI that can teach you this stuff in minutes. You have AI that you can literally, you have never had more access to information. You've never had more access to ways to make money than now. You can make money from anywhere in the world. You can make money from your house. You can make money from a basement. If you have a phone to watch this, you can make money, but you're not. You're consuming. Start producing. Fuck what you feel like doing. Fuck your ego. Fuck what you care about doing or who's gonna think about what I'm posting, whatever the case is. Bro, if you are not having money, you shouldn't be caring about what the fuck other people are thinking about you. I'm just saying, keep it a beam, bro. You should have no ego if you're broke. That shit is stupid. It's dumb. Wake up. Fix what you need to fix, do what you need to do because you know what you need to do. If you want to learn how I do what I do, making money while I sleep with passive income, teaching you guys how to sell AI to businesses, build websites, graphic design for $7. The link is in the description, fam. You know where it's at. You know where I'm at. If you need help, you know where to find me. But most of y'all are too lazy to even ask. Ask the questions and you shall receive. Love y'all, fam. Get active.